Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Vibe Up call here from the big island of Hawaii, where we're going to be affirming and actually feeling and experiencing our highest, most wonderful, expansive, joyful, peaceful, and prosperous reality in this now moment. Yeah. So, welcome, everybody. I know there are lots of people. Hey, Sarah Lynn. Oh, so good to see you chiming in. So, one thing that I know right now is that we have an amazing space. I'm able, for whatever reason, to tap into levels of joy and freedom that I know so many of you are doing. And I also know that when we tap into them together and we affirm them and we say yes, and we actually see them and we feel them in our body, and we go, okay, there's all this stuff over here, and there's this, hi Leslie, there's this right here that is amazing and good and profoundly beautiful and totally okay. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in. Hi Marilyn, I'm so glad to see you too. Yeah, welcome everybody. Super awesome to have you here. So, I don't need to say anything about the craziness going on because we all know about that. But I would like to jump right in. Oh, Brenda, Pam's sister, hi. And let you guys know, as you do know, but I'm going to be your reminder. I get the privilege and the joy and the honor and truly just the deep, deep joy of being your reminder about all the realities that are running at once, and the one that most people are looking at with the loudest volume is, to me, almost never the truest one. I'm just going to say it straight up. It's there. It's absolutely one. It's one of the streams of reality that we know, that we tune into, and everything is available all the time. At any given moment, someone on this planet is taking their last breath, and somebody else is coming in for their first one. At any given moment, somebody is crying and somebody is laughing in unbridled joy. At any given moment within each of us, within each of you, within me, everything is available and is happening. Okay, so just take a moment and breathe with that one, because this is where you're truly the superpower of who you are and what you bring to your life and everybody's life around you really starts to turn on. When you go, oh, okay, yeah, I'm totally aware of this weird constrictive fear thing, like that just fell over me like a muffling blanket and I feel like I can't breathe. Okay, that one feels pretty obvious. And I'm also totally noticing there are other things happening that actually feel really, really good. And maybe you're some people who can't feel anything good that's going on right now. That's fine. Those of us who are here holding the reality going, God, there's just an amazing, beautiful world unfolding right now. And it is in absolute, harmonious, divine perfection. Flowers are blooming. Dolphins are swimming in the water. So let me bring a little bit of that in today, just right away. And we'll just keep talking about, I want to address, give you some super practical ways when the fear comes in, or when that feeling of, God, this is just bonkers, what is going on? When that comes in, we absolutely have some tools to share. Hello, Ellen. Elena, welcome. And Karen, oh, you cannot hear. Can people hear me? Hope you can hear me. Hopefully, it seems like some people can. Let me know if nobody else can hear. um, and I can turn the volume up. Whee! There we go. So this morning, my friend Ariana, great, you can hear. Okay, thank you. And I know there's a little lag between what I say and when you guys hear it. My friend Ariana's visiting, all like logic to the contrary from Canada, and she'll be flying home soon. And we were really called to go to the ocean this morning. And I knew I would be sharing this time with you. I knew it was a time where we could really cut through some density and we could loosen the chains of some stuff that's grabbing us by the ankles, and that we can soar up into some beautiful spaces. Hi, Donalda, welcome. Good to see you. So we were moved to go look for dolphins, which we actually haven't done yet during her time here. And so Ariana's pretty psychic. I said, so intuitive. I said, hey, where are you feeling? And I gave her the options, and she says, this one. So we go, and sure enough, there's a pod of, I don't know, must have been 50, 60 dolphins. We entered the water so intentionally. Everything that is affirming joy and truth and beauty and peace and prosperity and freedom and yes is joining to bring that up as the volume goes up on the other stuff. That's happening quite powerfully, and it's just true and it's real. And the dolphins were in on that too. So, and I know so many of you have been with these beautiful, beautiful animals. Hi, Suzanne, glad you made it. So, sure enough, it felt different to us than any time we've been. It was profound, it was intense, it was focused, it was communion. And I'm saying, hey, anything you want to add to our time today that I get to share with these beautiful people all around the globe, I'm open to receiving that here in this moment, just to offer as a bridge. So there's a lot of beauty there too. And we received their amazing presence and chatter. Yeah, it was awesome. So I'm just bringing that forward, saying, yep, this is happening too. This is happening too. So maybe it's a good time to take a moment just for a little bit. Hi, Belinda. Love and sunshine from Miami. I love it. To just tune in and go, what is happening that's just incredibly beautiful in my body and in my life and in the lives of people that I know? I love it that the lights just blinked on that one. One of the things that was beautiful for me was we stopped at the roadside and for $5 picked up a bouquet that I can wear, just because it's beautiful and because it smells delicious. And I'm grateful for it. So what is beautiful? Like, are you sitting by your beloved? Is there sunshine where you are? Do you have a roof over your head? Just turn your attention to those simple things. Yep, everything's happening. Everything's happening. Next thing, when the mind goes somewhere and is picking up on the collective news feed that is always running fear. Guys, this isn't new. It's not different. It's always what's happening. It's always the lowest common denominator, except for the little stories of good that they sprinkle in. Pretty much the lowest common denominator, though, coming through the airwaves lots and lots of the time on lots of channels. So, and I say that quite compassionately and matter-of-factly. I have no judgment about what anybody puts on the airwaves. I'm just saying it's usually not. God, there was this woman on an island today, and she was having pure ecstasy being in the water with dolphins. Okay, there was a baby born and the parents just leapt in joy and their hearts were blown away by the beauty of the life that they were holding in their arms. Somebody was sad and their friend put their arm around them and comforted them while they cried, and a whole bunch of peace flooded the planet in that moment because they chose love and connection and community. It's happening all the time. It's actually what's mostly happening. And the stuff that we fear, 99% of it never actually comes to pass. The stuff that we worry about, almost all of it doesn't happen. You guys know this. Okay, turn your brain, turn your mind, put it to use, thinking about a bunch of stuff that you love, 99% of which may never happen. Who cares? That's actually not the criteria for what we think about, not what's going to happen. If we don't choose where we put our attention and our focus, it will choose for us, and it will be the lowest common denominator. So there are other choices. What do you choose? What do you choose right now in this very moment? Look at someone that you love and notice how much you love them. What do you choose for them and for you? What do you choose? Lots of good vibes from Connecticut. I love you, Catherine. Yes. And we know this. So like right now, we're just building our collective good vibe together, right? We're just saying, oh, we're going to do this intentionally. We're going to recognize that fear comes in. I will get to some tools for that. And we're going to keep choosing. We're going to keep choosing. Everything exists. What else is real? You guys have heard the acronym FEAR, false evidence appearing real. I would suggest to you that whatever's happening here, and I know you all have had this thought, isn't really what it looks like it is. Okay, what if we don't know what it is? What if we don't know its outcome? All of this seems true. We don't know what it is. We don't know its outcome. We don't even really know its genesis or its agenda or anything. We can hear what the airwaves are giving us. Since we don't know, let's choose what we know. Let's choose to focus on what we know. I know that we are incredibly powerful. I know that we are love incarnate. I know that we are magnificent beings with infinite potential. I know that sometimes we can't overcome our fear and sometimes we have a choice. The first step in that is to know we have a choice. And if it's got you gripped and you're anxious, or if someone you love is already sick, or if you can't pay your bills. Those things are real. Yeah. And that's one level of reality, and there's still an infinite numbers of realities running that are amazingly powerful and good. Tap into your favorite stream of it right now. There we go. It just lit up massively. Oh, the group at Hilo. Wonderful. Mwah. Yes, I know who you are. It was so good to meet you too. Glad you're here. Yeah. Tap into our highest benevolent reality. I'm going to play just a little bit of tones with that. I'll turn this volume down. Hopefully I'll remember to turn it back up because it gets a little louder with the bowls. We're going to sing in some joy just because we can. You can hum along, you can sing, put in your favorite part of the soundtrack. Lisa, hi Lisa. I know we have some I intentionally chose some sounds that kind of wiggle together. Yeah, they kind of move energy that way. For those of you who are musicians are like, yeah, it's a little more like Balinese tuning than American. Oh, the joy of being here, of being clear, of being alive. Oh, the joy of being here, being clear and being alive. Singing along, singing our song, singing the joy of life that we be. Singing along, singing our song, singing the joy of the life that we be. La di da di da 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 Free and clear we are here. Free and clear we are here. Free and clear we are here. Free and clear. Free, free, free to be. Love is free to be. La di da di da 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 da. La di da di da 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 da. Singing strong, singing along, singing clear we are here. Singing strong, singing along, we are here. The love that we be, we are free to be. Ooh, good one, you guys. Ah, I love it. This one catches the light and it goes, wee! It's so awesome. Ah, that was nice, huh? Okay, cool. Let me see if anything else in the debris field would like to wash down the stream. I'm just going to lovingly invite you to ask this question for any constriction, any density in your body, anything that, in other words, that doesn't feel good in your mind, your emotions, or your body. I'm holding, as we all are, but I get to be the mouth with it. You know, we're holding this beautiful space of knowing, of love. This is what we're holding. We know what we are. Infinitely magnificent, free, divine beings of love and light and peace and joy. And yes, powerful creators, infinitely gifted, divinely blessed, magnificently made, incredibly resilient. And each is like this individual stream of resonance, of vibration that joins in this stream that is weaving an amazing, like a mandala of light. And it's so beautiful. Okay. And anything that doesn't feel like aligned with that, anything that's like, yeah, I see that's going on, but man, I got this headache, or God, I'm just so tired. I mean, like, how many of you felt tired, right? From the density in the field and all the information and all the feelings of scarcity, you know, man. Okay. So ask yourself this question, and lots of you know this one, you know, maybe you've done it before. Just ask a simple question. Tune into what you're feeling in your body or in your mind or how your emotions are. Just tune in and go, is that mine? And then just notice, you know, like I just taught a whole class on hearing answers from your knowing, your guidance. And the yes usually feels like either it could be a neutral or it could be a sort of an uplifting feeling. And the no could also feel neutral or it could also just feel like, ugh, you know? And you just sort of tune in and you just notice your intuitive answer. Is that even mine? Okay, no. That's super loud. Like most of it's not yours. Some of it's pinging on other fears that you already have that you're carrying. Okay, yep, that happens. Meaning, like, okay, when I would sing a really loud note in my office, in my music office, and the piano's open, a string would start vibrating with the note I was singing because it shared the same resonance. So if somebody around you is running a whole bunch of fear and you've got some of that in you from something else, it's going to ping on that and it's going to vibrate, right? And you're going to go, ugh, and it'll feel like it's all yours when actually you're feeling some of yours that's still in your system and a whole bunch of what's not yours, okay? So right now, big invitation, anything not yours, you know, I watch Ariana do this all the time. Hi, Sonia, I love you. She'll be like, oh, like we'll be, because you know, this is how we work. We work in energy. We're in tune to vibrational frequencies, like so many of you. And even if you don't think you are, you are. So, because you feel everything and you notice stuff and you have awareness. And she'll just be like, whew, yep, letting that pass on by. Whoop, letting that pass on by. So literally, like you can be going on your kayak across the ocean or down the stream, and here comes debris field. But if you're aware of it, oh God, there's a bunch of collective fear and worry and pain and all the stuff. And you just go, hey, not mine. Letting that pass on by. So take a deep breath because right now, what I'm, let's see, I would say I'm inviting you to sort of vibrationally entrain to is a super open spaciousness. Just spacious, like wide open, like everything in the cells, everything in the body, everything in the mind is just so open. There's so much space. Take a deep breath, breathe deeper into your body. There's a lot of space. There we go. We're going to just be with this a little bit and let's open up some freedom inside of us. In our minds, it's already getting better. In our bodies, just go, oh my God, been carrying a load, opening it up, setting it down. Wasn't mine to begin with. Let it flow on down the stream. That's already better. Okay. Yeah, here comes some more. What'll happen is stuff will go, oh, we're doing a trash out? Great. I'm in. Trash out day. Let it go. Oh, wide open, like there's actually a universe of space between all of your atoms, which there is. And within your atoms, which there is. So much space. Nothing needs to hook. Nothing needs to stay with you. Okay, great. That's getting better. You might want to also open what feels like kind of a door at the top of your head and just let like you guys, I'm sorry, I'm just feeling the energy and sometimes I move it with laughter. It's like one of those fireworks that, you know, that they set off fountains and they go okay. Some of you are running so much of that that's kind of bottled up in your system. You might want to just open the little imaginary trap door at the top of your head and let that shit go. Some of you can do that through the root chakra, which also opens downward. Some of you may want to really feel that openness and expansiveness right here in your heart center and just let that open and go. Yeah. We be love, we be joy, we be freedom, we be peace. Shake. It's good to shake it too. If you're letting some of that debris field go, just shake your body. Like dogs, you know, like they get out of the water and they just shake their fur. When we were swimming with the dolphins today, there was this beautiful dog and I had my camera just under the surface of the water. So all I have are the four legs on the video. And it's so sweet. It's like, oh my God, we're all the same. I'm in here swimming with my fins and my snorkel, and you're in here with your paws and your legs, and the dolphins are flipping around with their dolphin bodies, and we're just all moving through the water. Let's just all move through the water. Let's just move through the water. Okay, so right now I'm perceiving a really high echelon of energy opening up that's available. And thank you to those of you that are helping open it and bringing it in. I know you know who you are. Thank you to those of you who are doing your work and your choice of letting your debris field clear, letting your trash out go. You know, it's like if it's trash day, you put it out. And if you go to the bathroom, you flush it down. Time to move it on. It's not yours to begin with. It was just passing through. being useful until it wasn't, just passing through. So this high echelon of energy is opening up. Okay, so I want to speak just a little bit. For me, the highest truth is that there are no polarities or dualities. And there are planes of reality where those things exist, light and dark, good and bad, where it all plays out. So what I'm tapping into for those of you interested in looking at this and receiving this, and even if you have no idea about it, it's already happening, is the space beyond the dual field, beyond the field of polarity. You know, Rumi, famous poet, out beyond right and wrongdoing is a field, I'll meet you there. Okay, so I'm way beyond that field right now in awareness, way beyond, to the space where it's never existed. And for so many of us, and perhaps I would suggest all, this is the truest nature of our being. And for whatever reason, like dreams, you know how sometimes you have dreams where you're dealing with the bad guy or the bad gal or the threat or whatever it is? Sometimes you're dealing with the flood that comes into your home. Sometimes you're dealing with being chased in the dark. Okay. And beyond those dreams, the greatest dream unfolding in the greatest of the dream time is the space where all is peace, all is joy, all is love, all is freedom. It's so funny. I hear the little parts of us that aren't experiencing that yet kind of yelling out, but I'm not having it. It's okay, we are, and we aren't. The thing is, they're mutually exclusive, right? Like, if you're having light and dark, you feel like, well, there isn't a space beyond light and dark, but there is. They don't reconcile, they're just both true at the same time. Okay, so just go, whatever. Maybe this can't make sense to my mind, but I can go to the space where all is well, where there's never been anything but peace, where there's never been anything but total freedom. Good, it's coming in like a wave. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, there's never been anything but total freedom and prosperity. The only thing that we know, peace. The only thing that we know, freedom. I mean, the only, because we get to know more than all of it. What we know, all love. Here it comes again. Yeah, beautiful. And breathe it in the way you would if you stopped at your favorite smelling flower or food and just went, yeah, I'm going to have that. You just let it fill you. Open the trapdoor at the top of the head. Let that shit go. Not needed. Thank you for arriving. No longer needed. Moving on through. Oh, love you, Tara. Mwah. Big love to you too, to Georgia. Mwah. And just let it all flow through, because the love is singing loudly. We can intentionally turn up the volume on a different stream of reality, and we do. And I'm telling you, it does in fact shift the other streams, because at some level in the one field of oneness, they are all connected. And while there are different planes of reality, there are planes where there's all the polarity happening, and there are planes where it isn't. They are all connected, and they do dance with one another. Yeah, the energy's flowing big time. It's beautiful. So I'm going to bring in affirmations now for each of us and for all those that we love. And I feel that my intention is to speak the highest intention and blessing of each of our hearts. I'm just going to allow, oh, it's just going to make me cry. It's so beautiful. I feel you guys. You're incredibly beautiful, loving, benevolent hearts that want nothing but the highest, best wonder of all for every single being on this planet. And we're simply going to speak that truth. And as we speak it, it lands in our bodies, and it flows through our voices, and it touches our lives and the lives of everybody that we have to keep our social distance from, and those that we get to hold on to with all of our love and all of our might. Okay? In this moment, I'm just going to sing you the song. Some of you know this one. I can't remember who it's by, but lots of you will recognize it. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when I think I've lost my way, I go inside and quiet my mind. I hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. All right, so now, if there's any remnant of you, anything in you that isn't, yes, thank you, Karen Drucker, that's it. Thank you, Belinda. That might still be feeling constriction or tired or fear. Here's your moment. We're going to do something with that to give you some absolute direct support, a tool that you can use anytime. Okay, so you just notice it. Notice whatever the constriction is in your body. Sorry, the heat is like, whew, it's not warm here, it's just this. And just notice, like, oh man, does my heart feel, like my chest feel heavy? Is there a pit in my gut? Is my head tight? Whatever it is. Yeah, so just notice that and say, thank you, body, thank you. No need to take the hit of that anymore. I got it. I'm going to just let that, in whatever way you do this, just bring that out in front of you. Just go, okay, would you just come out here? Oh, there we go. Just take a moment. Let whatever that is that's heavy in your heart, weighing on your mind, whatever it is, just bring it out in front of you. Just plop it on out. Just say, thank you, body. I got the message. You don't have to carry it. There we go. Just bring it out. And some of you will be visual. Some of you won't have anything like that. But you can just go, okay, whatever that is, I'm here with you. I'm not going anywhere. This is an exercise for processing fear. I think I've modified it from a woman named Inelia Benz, so I want to recognize her, where I first kind of tracked with this. And here it is. I'm just going to go, I'm actually not going anywhere. Because whatever it is that won't leave us alone, with all this massive love and light and freedom and joy flowing, if it's still something in us, then it actually wants our attention. When I say that, it doesn't want your worry. It's not asking for your worry or fear or any of that. It's asking for you, your presence. Your presence. Yeah. Because whatever in us is hurting or afraid, what it really wants is presence. And for me, presence is unconditional love. Has no agenda, no opinion, no requirement. It's just here. Like, I'll be here as long as you need. Unconditional love, presence. So you've brought this thing out and you're like, okay, there you are. I'm not going anywhere. Anything you want to show me about yourself? And for whatever that is for you, you might see it. It might show itself to you. You might sort of notice it as just a feeling or an idea, an emotion. Okay. I'm just here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to be present with you and just let it be. Do nothing with it, but be totally present. Do nothing. Do nothing with your fears. Do nothing with the thoughts of your mind except to be completely present. And when I say present, notice there's a space of you that's aware of your thoughts. Notice there's something in you that's aware of how your body feels. That's your presence. That's your awareness. So we're there. We're in awareness. We're in presence. We're like, oh, there's still some poo here. Okay. I'm going to give it my presence. That's all. And we breathe together. And we're putting it all right now collectively in a pile together in front of us. Whatever it is, we're just being with it, present. And yours will have its life with you however it does. Yeah. Is there anything else it wants to show you? We're not asking it to go away. Do you notice that? If somebody walks in the room, you walk in the room and the first thing somebody says is, I got to figure out how to get you out of here. You're not welcome. How do you feel? So we're just being present in unconditional love with our fears, with our worries, with our pain, whatever it is. We're just being present. We're being present because if it's there, it's there. It's functioning at that level of reality. Okay, we'll be present. There you go. Yeah, that's nicer, huh? And I'm present with you in that. We're all present with each other in that. We're doing this together. Presence doesn't belong to anybody, and yet we all are it. It's amazing. It's so clear, pristinely clear, powerful. There's nothing it's not okay with, actually. It's okay with everything that's happening. Presence is. That's what we truly are. It's fine with everything. Truly. Okay, so we love on the part that isn't. It's quite simple. Just the way you would with, a little child hurts their knee. You're okay with that. You wish it didn't happen, but it's fine. So you love them. Yeah. Okay. And you just keep being present with it. Is there anything more it wants to show you? Can it get any bigger? It may eventually turn into something else and just crawl into your lap for a hug. That happens sometimes. Yeah, cool. All right. That feels much better. You can do that process anytime. Because, sometimes our fears get us by the ankles and we're just in it. We're kind of in the thing we're afraid of instead of being able to move to the space of awareness that's present with it. Okay, then here's something you can do with that. And then you can just, when it's done, you just return to flowing with other choices. Because if you don't know you have a choice, you don't actually have it. And once you have a choice, you have another choice. You have a choice to focus on the deepest joy you've ever known in your life. Invent the most miraculously, wildly, ridiculously wonderful outcome to everything that's happening in the world and just play it out like a movie. Have it. Why not? Your mind can do all those bad case scenarios like a pro. Why not play some good ones? And mostly just be present with your life. Yeah, good. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through for us in our beautiful time today. Spaciousness would like to come in again for another round. So for me, that I just stop and I open. And again, you can open up space between the spaces, between the cells, between the atoms and molecules, the spaces in your energy centers, in your crown, around your skin. Here's another good one. You can really feel your energy field expanding out. Like just go, okay, like if everything in me was breathing outwardly and just allowing that like a ripple in the water so that you have more space in your own presence there. That's really nice. Yeah. Just let that ripple out. So you're like, God, I feel so much better when there's room to breathe in my pool. Yeah. There you go. Just let it keep opening. It goes out beyond the walls of the room you're sitting in, beyond the house or apartment or space where you are, out into the neighborhood where you are, or the landscape, out into your city. Just you can just keep going indefinitely. You reach to the stars. Your awareness is not limited by time and space. We know this. Where do you want to play? So right now, again, there's a really beautiful swath. It's coming in 360, like some massively high vibe energies that would just love to bless us with their pristine, sparkly light. Just, if that's something that feels like a yes, to just go, okay, yeah, that's a yes. I will happily receive effervescent energy of light and joy and freedom and clarity and well-being all through my body, all through my life, through every breath, through every thought, through every space of grace that I touch with my presence. I'll receive that. I'll be that. We'll be that together. Yes, and so it is. Yeah, there's like, okay, that's really fun, guys. That's coming into me like sound right now. Imagine that. And vibration, you know, it's all vibration, it's all resonance, it's all frequency. That's what everything is. Everything is frequency. Well, this frequency that I'm tuning my dial to, and on behalf of the group of us here and all those that will listen to this replay, which you can do over and over, by the way, if it feels good to you, have it. It'll be on this channel for about a week. Yeah, this vibrational, this frequency is a beautiful, beautiful sound. It's so light. It's so high. It's so pristine. It's really cleansing. It's really invigorating. Okay. It's akin to the dolphins and to the beach of peridot that I got to walk on with my friend the other day, just crushed peridot. It was just this patch that had washed up on the shore. Absolute gemstones with a little bit of sand mixed in, coral, you know, lava rock, a little bit of that in grainy sand. So this is just, oh geez, it's still happening. I'll just go with it. Really high, high, high frequency. For some of you, it may be making you feel like having a nap. Great, just flow with it. For some of you, it feels like deep calm and peace. For some of you, you're just lighting up in joy. That's all good. Yeah, just keep having it. We're just going to let that wash through. That's actually going to, that's going to usher you off now into your own spaces of wherever you are, and that energy goes with you. And it is you, and you can also tap into it. As above, so below, as without, so within. It's all one thing in the universe. All one thing. Okay, beautiful. So I would invite you to bring your heart's blessing to the closing of this time together. Whatever word or breath of love or intention of the highest of your heart and your knowing to just offer to every person here. Oh, here, thought of how a growing baby is in their sac of fluid is an analogy for us expanding in space. I love that. Yeah, our pool of good energy. Yeah, moving gently, side to side, spiral. I love this. Thank you, Catherine, for this activation. Spiraling with a twist, swimming with relaxation waves in the spine, allowing the breathing throughout all of the skin. Lots of lovely flow. And you're so welcome for the conveyance of dolphin connections. Oh, yeah, it's good. So each of you bringing your blessing and your gift of your presence intentionally through your heart, through your knowing, through your being, to this beautiful circle that we've shared, and everybody who will tune into it afterward. Thank you to each of you. Deep mahalo, mahalo nui loa, as the Hawaiians say, for all that you are, all that you choose, the ways that you gift and bless the world, all that you bring, the way that you share this incredible space of knowing, of love, of peace, of prosperity, benevolence, joy, and freedom. All love to you from where I am to where you are, from one infinite heart to all the others. Love and aloha.